Greetings and good evening. Welcome to the Psychic Inside Show. My name is Joelle and I am the Viberarian. I am here to elevate, enlighten, and empower. I'm here every Tuesday on the Blog Talk Radio Network as part of the Viberary Radio programming. I'm all about elevating and having conversations, and I invite you to join me as we're streaming live. You can listen on PC or through your phone. Also, you can call in at 646-787-8436. If you're listening in later on in the show, if you have a question for my guest or if you're wanting to have a reading during the last part of the show, just press the #1 key, and that lets me know that you want to come on the air. Now, I also have a chat room that you can join. If you are looking online, then you are at blogtalkradio.com/theviberary, and that is TheViberary. Please join me on social media for conversations. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and the handle is @theViberarian. Yes, I used to be a librarian in real life, but now I'm at a higher frequency, so I'm trying to elevate the vibration, and that's why my brand name is The Viberarian. That's Viberarian. Now, if you see something that is happening that is high vibrational, that's positive, uplifting, please tag me. Tag Good Vibe Tribe or Get Lifted, because I would love to amplify those messages and spread them as far as my reach can go, because there's way too much negativity out there, and I'm all about spreading that high vibe life. One of the things that I love about the time that we are in right now is there is a whole new conversation that is coming forward about how people are living their lives. Part of that conversation is people who have opened up and understood themselves and their gifts in terms of what we call psychic gifts and abilities are now stepping forward by like the hundreds and thousands and sharing their stories and providing services. And one of the things that I love to do is have conversations with people who have done exactly that. I believe that everyone is psychic. You just may not recognize it. So by having these conversations, hopefully you will hear something that sparks in you a recognition and an acknowledgement of something that you may not have understood fully before. And when you hear the wonderful, amazing, and sometimes completely bonkers stories that people share, that maybe you will not feel so isolated and alone and realize that you are part of a growing community of people who are stepping forward. So I'm getting ready to introduce you to my guest this evening. I'm really very excited because this is the first show of a new season of interviews, and I could not be more excited than I am right now to have my guest this evening. A few weeks ago, I was at Gloria Parker's Big Psychic Fair. For those of you who are in the Atlanta area, Gloria's event has been going on for almost 30 years. This has been the first weekend of every month that people go up to the Big Blue Barn, also known as Harmony Place in Roswell, Georgia, and they are exposed to anywhere from 15 to 20, sometimes more, psychic readers who have various gifts, and you can sit down and get an appointment with as many people as you want over the 2-day weekend. I was going as a client myself for many, many years, and then recently I started reading up there all year last year. Basically, I was going up and doing readings. So this wonderful lady sat down with me one day, and as she sat down, I said, "Are you psychic?" And she said, yeah, a little bit, because usually you can feel the energy. So we started our conversation, and then later we connected on Instagram. And this young lady, her name is Talia Kinsey. So she sent me a link to her YouTube channel, and I found out that she is well known on the YouTube world as Lady T Tarot. I mean, she's got thousands of subscribers, and here she is doing readings by zodiac sign, and I tuned into a couple, and of course they were like really on point. So I was like, you have to come on my show and share your story. So I'm so excited to introduce to you all tonight Lady T Tarot herself, Talia Kinsey. Talia, welcome to the Psychic Inside Show. Oh, there you are. I'm sorry I didn't have you connected all the way. Welcome to the show this evening.
Hello, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you chose me.
Well, I don't choose, spirit choose. And as you know, after we started talking on Instagram, I shared a reading with you that was like about the tower, and then I go look at your reading for my sign, and it was all about the tower. We had just sent each other crisscross messages like, what? And I love how that happens, because that's very much how spirit affirms for us that we're in the right alignment when things are flowing easily. You were like really inspiring to me even in our conversation because you were out there living in the front of the camera, being a psychic and providing service for people. So I think that's really wonderful. Now, you do call yourself a psychic, I believe, on your channel, and so you're comfortable with that term psychic then. It doesn't give you any problems. Have you always been comfortable with it?
No, I just recently became comfortable with it. Intuitive reader is like my safe place and my comfort zone. It took me a really long time to get here and to just acknowledge and not run from, my gifts and abilities. So comfortability-wise, I am now with either terms, yes.
Okay, now, so intuitive, that's one of those soft terms that I see everyone using, right? I don't know, the psychic has such a kind of woo-woo connotation to it, or was it something like in your particular upbringing that made you less ready to embrace that term?
Well, growing up, my mom, she's always been very, I guess, just into the angels and into, spirits in the spiritual world. And then also you can tell she still had from her upbringing the religious side. So you could see the, like straddling the fence, I guess you would say, or just reaping the benefits from all of the world, from both sides and both worlds and both viewpoints. So growing up, it was never like a stigma or an issue with the word psychics or, readers or especially astrology and things like that.
And you said wasn't your other people in your family were also like doing psychic readings?
Yes, very much so. And also my mom actually informed me that my great-grandmothers, they were very much so involved into the spiritual world, especially they were Navajo and Choctaw Indians, Native Americans, and so it kind of skipped from one generation, and then it went to my mom, and then, I really honed in on it on my generation.
So it was not anything that was like, clutching your pearls, you have to stop this. It was kind of like, well, it's okay. It runs in the family, just each in their own kind of way.
And it was my own kind of hesitation on my behalf, just me being, nervous or having a little bit of fear that, that humanist side comes out. And but when I finally, told my family, they were like, well, yeah, we can see that. Like it was nothing. So while I'm over here freaking out about my life changing, they were like, yeah, okay.
Okay. And when you were what age did you start to see or feel that you were kind of having an alternative version of what you could see?
Oh, man, it goes back as far as I can remember. I remember just being with my mom, and we would visit, like, one of her friends' house or just be out somewhere. And one particular moment, we went to visit one friend, and as soon as I walked into the house, I saw pennies all over the ground. I had to be about six, maybe 6 or 7. And I just freaked out, and my mom was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "It's pennies everywhere." I did not want to go in the house. I was not comfortable. I really freaked out to the point where we left. We didn't even go in because right before I was about to cross over into her home, I was like, "Whoa, what are those?" And the whole entire floor was covered in pennies. But as a child, you don't know that they're not there, All you see are those
they were
pennies.
not.
You don't realize.
So the pennies were not actually there. You were seeing the pennies.
Exactly. So, but as a child, you don't realize that they're not there.
And that's interesting because I've always heard.
Go ahead.
That later to come to find out that what?
Later, come to find out, she was on the darker side of some things and was involved in a lot of just unfortunate events that we knew that happened, but we did not know until, my mom knew about 5 years later, but she didn't tell it to me until I was a little bit older.
See, I was going to say, I always heard pennies from heaven, and that's like if you find a penny, that's a loved one or an angel around. But I can't, if I saw a whole room full of pennies, that I would say, well, wow, that's a ring of spirits, right?
Right.
So
I remember that vividly.
At what age do you think you were?
I was about 6 or 7.
Okay. And did this continue, or after you had like experiences like that you were kind of not understanding, would you say you closed down at any point in your life from having this kind of experience?
Oh, yes. Right at the teenage years, it was a lot because I had several experiences after that. And right at the teenage, I guess, like puberty, prepubescent, about 12, maybe 12, 13, it was kind of like, I'm shutting down. This is too much. Life is happening fast. I'm seeing too much. I was just really, really overwhelmed. And I wanted to, quote unquote, be a normal teenage girl,
Okay. Like there's anything normal about a teenage girl, but yes, I get what you're saying. Well, gifts, like how would you describe your clairs or your gifts from your early years on until now? Like how do your psychic senses work?
Earlier, I could definitely see very more clear, if that makes sense. Like I could see face changes and morphs, people with false masks, and I think that was the icing on the cake for me as a child. Just those real not nice spirits that you're seeing on people who you thought were, really great people. So so
I remember in the movie The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and was it Robert De Niro or one of those actors, and he was in the elevator with 2 women, and as the door closed behind them, they were in front of the 2 women, and the 2 women's faces were very beautiful, but then they changed to something very ugly just briefly. And I remember that scene always freaked me out, right, because they morphed into something that was not pretty or nice. I can't imagine having that particular, especially as a child, that would definitely be very troubling to me
Yes.
at a young age to see things that look so scary.
Yes. And on a face that is so familiar and nice, you know? So that was one of the causes of like the shutdown. But far as now, I just feel everything. I can literally feel everything. And at first, when I was starting to reopen, back to my gifts and back to what is comfortable for me, it was like I had to learn how to protect myself because I literally was just feeling everything. And to the point where my emotions were like all over the place and I was taking on other people's energy.
That empathy or clairsentience, which would be a term, which is your psychic feeling, that it is very much like people swimming in the soup of other people's emotions. And more people, I think, are experiencing or recognizing that they are empaths. I see a lot of conversations about it where people are like, I have to be careful with my energy because I'm an empath. Self-care for empaths is like a different conversation than it was probably 20 years ago. Do you feel like it is still like something then that you're taxed energetically by your empathy, or have you developed like routines and things that help you manage being so sensitive?
Oh no, I have it down pat now. I keep myself grounded. Me being a Pisces, I am always, I feel like in another universe at the same time as, so my number one goal is to always, keep myself grounded. Lots of meditation, lots of crystals with me. I keep Jasper and Tiger's Eye on me at all times because I need to stay grounded, like my number one priority every single day.
So, and have you pretty much been self-taught in terms of understanding your gifts and the things that you do, or have you ever had any formal schooling that you attended?
No, this is self-taught, and along the way, just like we said, the universe puts people into your life that really gets you, how do I say it, more comfortable with your gifts.
Absolutely true, especially if you're in like this position where you're being, troubled by things. I find that, the resources in the terms of people will cross the path so that you don't feel so isolated in your development. That's why I love when people come on the show such as yourself, because I know there will be somebody who hears this at some future point who will be like, this is exactly the information that I needed at this exact point in time.
Yes, exactly. And you're right. In regards to like the isolation, I, of course, maintained my, regular 9-to-5 job. But after that, for a year, it was like me studying, honing my skills, learning, researching. I was in complete hibernation mode and hermit mode, just spiritually teaching myself and going through it. So it's like I emerged who I am right now, and I can't wait to just see what else is in store for me. I feel like this is still just the beginning. Like every day feels new for me.
Hmm. How long would you say that the phase that you were kind of withdrawing into yourself was?
A year. I would say about 12 months.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it
And
was.
would you say it's been more than one of those kind of cycles for you, or just one
Um,
main big one?
the initial big one was about 12 months. Every once in a while, it may be a month here, or a week here, but it's just I listen to myself, I listen to my body, I
Mhm.
listen to my guides, and I know when it's time for me to kind of unplug from the world to
Mhm.
refill my cup,
Mhm.
or just to research more. And it's always something new, and it's always something to be
Mhm.
learned. So that's the beautiful part about this.
And that's the thing that people struggle with, because when they do encounter the desire to pull away, then they think that there's something possibly wrong in that response. Or if they lose friends, or the life that they had at one point in time begins to shift, they can feel like that's a troublesome experience. So I'm glad that you mentioned it, because it really is natural. As you see, in you're a tarot reader, so the Hermit card talks about pulling away to seek the light within, and that really is quite natural for people. Instead
Yeah,
of
I
just
do like
bowling
that.
along, you know what I'm saying? Bowling along without life, without taking that time to seek the light of your own counsel, is actually a natural thing. When did you begin to read tarot cards? Like, what has that been like for you?
That has been an amazing, beautiful experience. It's like one day, my first deck that I bought was the Dorian Virtue, the Angel deck, and I fell in love with it. And when I tell you, I studied these cards, looked at them, felt them, meditated with them, slept with them. I was determined to be connected with this deck. And I mean, I succeeded,
Mhm.
but it was a true connection. Like when a basketball player picks up a basketball and they know like they're supposed to play basketball. It was one of those
Mhm.
moments like, why did it take me so long to touch these cards?
Were you ever like fearful about tarot? Did you hear anything or learn anything about tarot before you started using them that gave
Oh
you any
no.
kind of like things?
Oh no, I've gotten readings before.
Mhm.
All the time. I used to get them at least once or twice a year, sometimes
Mhm.
more, depending.
Mhm.
So I've always been into this. I just never imagined, just to be honest, that I would be a reader. And
Mm.
to where I am now, I'm like, whoa, I'm still shocked myself, and very grateful. And that's one of the prayers and meditations that I have, is that I always have gratitude, and I'm always excited about the way that I feel even now when I read.
Mm. 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 I would say they should have meetings for us that really like we love cards, but I think they're a great divination tool. But I will find that I will encounter people who are very much against tarot. Now that you can talk about, spiritual messages or prophetic messages, but when you pull out a tarot or traditional Rider Waite type deck, then it's like makes them very uncomfortable. Have you encountered people who had that response to using tarot, or most of the people have been who are coming specifically because that's what they know you do?
I have not. Even when I was, revealing that I was doing this to my friends and family, I haven't had one that say, to be kind of negative towards it. So I've been spared that right there, that conversation with people if they do feel that way. But I do understand what you're saying when you can say, they had a prophetic thought or vision. But if you bring in anything outside of that, it does, tend to have like a stigma on it. But I haven't came across it.
Okay, that's good. Now,
my fear is sheltering or shielding me.
Well, you're drawing to you the people who are open to your gifts, and that way you could be the best service to them, right? I mean, if people are resistant to the messages, then nobody is helped. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, are you still involved in like a traditional 3D job, or are you full time in the psychic life, if you will?
Oh no, my goal is to become 100% involved in the psychic life, but I am still at a 3D job.
Okay, and do they know about your other side in your 3D job? Are you out, as they say?
They saw the progression of me coming out, so they know now. But it was just kind of funny. You just start to change, and I can't explain. Like you said, you lose friends or you become distant with certain friends, and your physical changes. I mean, everything changes, but it's such a beautiful place to be. I tell people that all the time, to just love yourself and know you have these answers. It's like, it's bliss, I'm telling you.
I think that is so great. Like the energy of, as you're talking about it, you can tell how uplifting it is for you to really be living in your truth, first of all, whatever your truth is, but to be living in like a very connected truth. It does feel really wonderful. So, how long have you, well, first let me pause and say we have people tuned in from all over the country. Thank you to everybody who is listening in on the phone line, which is 646-787-8436. I do see some people have flagged their calls if they want to come on the air. I will check in with you in just a little bit. The readings portion of our conversation is saved for the last segment. Right now, we're just taking the time and opportunity to hear Talia's story. So I will check in with those of you who are on the call for a reading request in a little bit. We've got also the chat room this night. We've got people from Arizona. We've got a Happy New Year. Are you taking chat questions? Yes, we will take chat questions, but we won't do readings again until later. So if you have a question about the psychic life and the journey that Talia has shared, please do drop it in there because we are seeing it. And I wanted to find out, one of the people in the chat room mentioned that they are receiving connections from like a departed loved one. Are you a medium, or do you consider what you do mediumship?
I don't at this moment consider myself a medium. I think that's one part of me that I am working on to open myself up more. But at this moment, no, I do not.
Okay, yeah, yes. It's so interesting because, like, there's so many ways that the gifts express for people. So we talked about how you're clairsentient, you have, like, very strong empathy and able to feel energy. And then for your clairvoyance, having, like, visions. Do you also dream in clairvoyance, or are you opening at times when you're doing readings and you see things like a picture? How does your clairvoyance work for you?
Dreams are vivid and very just bright and amazing. And I keep notebooks and everything around me because as soon as I wake up, I want to write them down. I don't want to forget them. Definitely when I'm reading and connecting that way, there's, pictures, visions, there's songs that come through. And I'm just really open when I'm in that moment.
That's so funny you mentioned hearing songs. That's one thing that I think more people experience than they realize, because we're constantly bombarded with music, like in the grocery store or, as we're walking by, or we'll wake up with songs in our heads. But a lot of times when you tune in, you realize, wait a second, this is kind of random, and it's actually kind of funny that this song is playing in my head right now. Or is this a coincidence that I just came down this aisle while this song is playing? And once you tune in, it's like, it's not a coincidence. This is probably a message, It's not just radio programming. Message, right?
Message, exactly. Those moments, it's like you start to pay attention, and everything is a sign. Everything is a message. They're all around us, and we just have to see them. We just have to just open up and understand it's bigger than us,
It's like so many layers. It's really like the Matrix when Neo sees the reality around him. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so much. I laugh all the time because I feel like our guys are like, finally, they're hearing us. We've been sitting here, standing outside the window, knocking on the window, and they've not heard us. And then when that moment of recognition that, wait, I just received a communication, I think they're all like cheering and high-fiving, like, hallelujah, they finally figured it out. Now we can really do some things.
Yes. That's exactly how I feel that they feel.
Now, do you then you hear clairaudiently? So, like the 5 clairs, the main clairs is clairsentience or psychic sensing, clairvoyance is psychic seeing, clairaudience is hearing, claircognizant is psychic knowing, and I know I'm forgetting one. You've got like the smelling, clairgustance, smelling and tasting, kind of thing. I don't think I would like to have psychic tasting. Do you have that when people come on you and you taste food?
No, I don't have that one. I don't think I've met anyone with that either.
I met one lady up at Synchronicity, which is unfortunately now closed, but I was with one of my best friends, and we walked by her, and she started going, who had margaritas last night? And my best friend started laughing because she was like, I just had margaritas last night at home. I made some up for the first time in a long time. And the lady was like, yeah, I just got this taste of margaritas in my mouth when I walked by. And then she, my friend knew she needed to go have a message with her because she definitely had keyed in on that. But I would hate to walk by the person who had liver last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, who had liver? I don't want. No, thank you.
That is so cool. But I don't think I would want that. I don't know, but you don't choose it. Right? It just happens, right?
It just comes, right? Now,
Exactly.
you have a YouTube channel. When did you just start your YouTube channel?
I started January. This is my 1-year anniversary. I started January of 2019.
Oh,
and
congratulations.
Yes, I said, oh my gosh, look how this is unfolding. Like, people don't even understand how beautiful all of this is unfolding for me. But just this opportunity and the connection, and this being my 1-year anniversary for my YouTube. You guys can check it out. It's Lady T Tarot. I try to do bi-weeklies or at least bi-monthly or 3 times a month. I try to upload for you guys. But it's just, when I first started it, I was nervous because I'm a little private. And, I wouldn't call myself secretive. I'm just very private, especially about my personal life. And
your little Pisces self.
you know it. It's like, I had to, have one really good friend just kind of, she hyped me up and she was like, you can do it. I was like, you're right. I'm going to do this. I don't care. I'm going to just, And when I finally had my first upload, I think that was like the biggest, like pat on the back, proud moment that I had. And just to watch the channel grow, I'm learning everything. So it's going to be new and exciting things coming up on the channel. So you guys check it out.
I think it's awesome. I'm a subscriber, yay. I subscribe both personally and professionally to your channel and have tuned in for the last few weeks to your readings. You have over 4,000 subscribers and over nearly 250,000 views. That is amazing. I got squad goals now, okay? I've got goals. Like, thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? But that is phenomenal to grow that much in 1 year, right? That is really kudos to you. Well, it just shows that you're aligned and you are doing, that's the thing, when we are doing what we are called to do or what we have a gift of doing, then the people come, and people don't subscribe long or tune in to people who are not tapped into at least the messages that collective of people who have needed guidance at that time have found answers and helpful messages for them. And I think that's should definitely make you feel very good in your heart space.
Yes, my heart has definitely just busted open. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this, I'm helping people. People don't understand how much a comment, a like, just actually makes me feel so good that I know somebody needed this message or received the message. It's just surreal. I still shock myself when I do these readings because I'm like, it's just a whole new world out here. It's just, I always pray and ask never to lose this excitement that I have and this feeling that I have. I don't ever want to lose it.
Now, did you find that at any point in time your energy management needed to change in response to reading for so many people in a digital sense?
Yes. More protection, more water, lifestyle changes. I believe tarot came into my life when I knew I needed to slow down myself. So not only was I helping other people, it got me all the way together as well too. At the same time I'm helping them, I'm helping myself. That's what people have to understand. This is what happens in life. Like, people, you can't help people if you're not helping yourself. So even when I'm reading, it feels certain things when I'm talking, because half the time I don't even feel, it's not me talking. I'm a vessel. That's what I need people to understand. When I start talking, it's not me. It's just my mouth's moving, it's my voice, but half the time when I'm finished with a reading, I don't remember it.
Right.
It's just and it's just, I said what I said, and I hope it connects with you, because I really don't remember, So I just
now, do
want
you
people
consider
to
that? I would say, do you consider that channeling? Is that a term that resonates with you as a practical way? Okay.
Oh, most definitely. So I just make sure that I keep my energy clear. You walk into my space and you will always smell sage and herbs and incense. I just, and after every reading, I have to clear it out before I start another one, because I don't want any energies crossing over and having any confusion in the messages. So each one is a definitely clean start, clean space.
Yes. How much time would you say it takes you, let's say on a week when you're doing readings? What is your personal time investment to offer these things for free through your YouTube channel?
Sometimes, well, not sometimes. I luckily, it always, Spirit, when I tell you the universe aligns and Spirit has my back and my angels, they are with me. When it's time to do my YouTube videos, I will get offered a random day off at work, out of the blue. Hey, Talia, do you want to be off on Thursday? Why, yes, I do. Yes,
Okay,
I do.
okay.
Because I've been needing to do these videos, and thank you for giving me that time. So I will take that whole entire Wednesday night to Thursday throughout the day, drinking water, eating, and doing my videos. And people don't understand it takes hours for you to upload these. So it's not only the work of recording them, but it's the work of the uploading and the editing as well. Excuse me.
Yes. Are you doing very much in terms of, I see people with, I don't think I've seen like a video intro on yours. I think you just start in with your space and your reading. Have you learned new skills and technology as a result of your involvement in YouTube videos, or did you already kind of have a good basis for that?
I kind of already knew, but I definitely am going to start with the actual intros and get a few things aligned so it can be copyrighted, that's mine, and it's a lot of fine print that I am working on, websites. So it really motivates you to become your own, boss, your own, have your own company. And, it's just an amazing push that I am just really grateful for. So it's some new things that's cooking up for Lady T Tarot, and y'all guys, you just got to stay tuned because I'm excited. I don't want to say too much, and I feel like I did, but I'm excited, and you guys will see very soon.
Well, I think it's awesome because even as a consumer of videos, just a producer of videos, I've seen this like really change and evolution in video creation, whereas people are really getting very slick in terms of the way their videos are with the production, with graphics that fly in and fly out, and with good lighting and cameras that you can tell that the quality of their setup. And if you've been watching people for a while, you can see them move from basic phone readings to having something with some good lights behind it, And I think that's beautiful because you really can grow. As any entrepreneur, you can grow from startup to full-fledged. If you've got 250,000 people streaming at different times your videos, then that is some weight behind you. You know what I'm saying? Which means you're being supported in what you're doing. Were you seeing private clients before you did your YouTube channel, or did that really push you into more professional type of readings with people once you started doing the YouTube channel? Which came first?
I had a few repetitive clients that were always coming to me, and I was so grateful to them for that, because all I want to do is help people love themselves. That's my number one thing. I just wish everyone would love themselves and know that they're great and that they're amazing, because it's so hard. It's so hard to be out here in this real world dealing with real stuff, But once the YouTube was started, they started rolling in, and I can remember clear as day when my first email came through requesting a reading. I about passed out. Like, it's happening. It's really happening.
Yay, right?
Yeah.
And on your YouTube channel, is that how people can contact you for personal readings? Is it by email, or is your website up or coming?
The website is up and coming, but for now, it's my email, which is ladyttarot@gmail.com. But, that's actually what I'm working on now, trying to figure all that out.
Okay. Well, I will definitely speak with you about that in the future because, as you know, the Viberary Collective a resource for people to host their readings, and I love working with people who are doing services to bring love and light to support you in your mission. So I'll holler at you about that a little later, but for now, for those people who do want to reach out for a reading in the future, ladyttarot@gmail.com. And I'm very excited to share that you will be participating in my event on January 19th, which is the Viberary Elevation Station. Now, Elevation Station is like a pop-up where you can go get elevated, empowered, and enlightened. Currently, we're having these in the Atlanta metropolitan area, and January 19 will be the first one in about 12 months. So I'm very excited about that. Talia is going to be available for in-person readings, and this is on Sunday, January 19th from 11 to 6 out in Jonesboro at the Viberarian Event Center and Art Studio. You can find out more information by visiting my Instagram at The Viberarian or on Facebook at The Viberarian. If you click on Book Now, there is a scheduler that allows you to choose from all the readers who are available that day. And, of course, Talia is available. And also there is a Facebook event for those of you that are connected. You can follow the event to see bios of people and then also to connect with Talia's booking link, which is the viberary.me/LadyTtarot. All of this information is going to be in the notes for this show. This is going to be out on YouTube tomorrow. It'll be posted over to the Facebook page so people will be able to listen to it. We also come up in iTunes and Stitcher and possibly in Google. I need to check on that in terms of podcasts. So you can also subscribe to listen to this offline in the future. So I hope for you that are in the Atlanta area that you will come out and meet Talia in person and have a reading with her. Come on out and have a reading. You will not regret it. And, you know, we are getting to the point of this. I wanted to chat with you real quickly before we switch over for the readings. You are married, and I want to know what your husband's thoughts are or about being married to a psychic wife. If you care to share, if it's private, I definitely understand. But is it interesting being married to a psychic?
So we've been married for a while, and he's been here through the whole transition. And I kept, I was fearful at first. I think I was more afraid than he was. Like, you understand that I'm changing, all for the better. Things are changing. My life's changing, so that means your life is going to change. Are you comfortable? Like, I had all the questions. And the whole time while I'm freaking out, he was like, relax. Like, you're going to be, we good. What you worried about? And I was like the over analytical, thinking too much, like, are you sure? Are we, And he's like, no, I am your number one supporter. I love the fact that you do this. I'm not worried about anything. So if you try to pull cards on me, you're not going to find nothing, That's his joke all the time.
Right. It's fine all you want.
Right. He's like, I don't care. And I was like, no, it's not like that. He was like, yeah, but still, I'm telling you. And I'm like, okay. But
and has he exhibited his own psychic abilities? Is he open more to that himself? Do you see it?
He has definitely opened up more. And when I start to hear the terminology come out, I'm like, oh, yes, come on, speak to me. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting because it's happening, and I don't think he even notices how much of a change for the better that is doing for him as well. It's amazing.
See, that is beautiful. So much of what we experience is fear. And it could be not even like your husband. It's like your employer or your friend or your parent. Like that. What is their response to what is I'm experiencing going to be? And of course, relationships are the things that we value so much, right? So your being concerned about that would be a natural outcropping of that. But to be able to stand and show it's okay when you cross through the other side to this reality, it is okay. You will be loved for who you are. You're still his boo thing, you know what I'm saying? You're still gainfully employed. You haven't been run out of town, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of assurances are really important for people to know that it's going to be okay.
And that's the word that I am slowly eliminating from my vocabulary or how I see myself is fear or afraid or scared. And, I was nervous before I got on the show with you, and I told my husband, and he was like, relax, you got this. Like, it's nothing. Go ahead. And I'm like, woo-hoo. He's like, just breathe. You're going to be okay. But that's one of the words where I wanted to remove when I thought about myself or I thought just fear in general. It will hold you back and postpone beautiful things and cause you to procrastinate when you're living in this state of fear, when it's all in your head, It's all in your head.
You should feel the fear and do it anyway, right?
Yes, feel through it.
Yeah. And they're like, what's the worst that can happen? So you post a YouTube video and no one watches it. I mean, that's like really the extent of the risk, right, is that, okay, nobody watches it. The tool and experience that I can do with my gift, if that bombed, you know what I'm saying? The risk-reward kind of proposition, generally the risk is less risky and the reward is way more than what we think.
Yes, it's amazing. It's an amazing world out here, I'm telling you.
Well, I love your energy. I was so glad that I know everything's aligned when you sat down with me and then, like, we're talking and the reading, and it opened up a whole new avenue for 2020 for us to be connected and for you to come and share your story with everyone. That was just really wonderful because a lot of times people know you through your public presence. They know the persona that is providing the services, but you don't really spend a lot of time talking about yourself because people are there to get their readings, right? So I feel it's important for you to be able to say, well, look, this is who I am. I was psychic as a child. I have journeyed through my life, and I am now living the best life that brings me so much excitement and joy, and you can do it too. That's really a beautiful testimony. So thank you for sharing this evening.
Yes,
Now, I do have
anytime.
a bank. I have a bank of calls that have pushed that they want to come in and ask questions to you. So we are entering the portion where we're going to do on-air readings. Now, for those of you who are calling, understand that this is a live broadcast, and these recordings are shared in public forums afterwards. So we are going to ask like your first name. You don't need to give your last name, of course. And if anything comes up that you feel is in getting to an don't want to talk about it in public, then I would say just stop at that point and reach out to Talia for a private reading. Of course, some things are better handled in private instead of in public space, okay? So let's be very clear about what is happening. And these are not full-length readings as well. We do have several callers to get on before the show wraps up. So, Talia, are there any guidelines that you wish to state before taking calls about the interactions that you are going to provide for people?
Right now, I'm pretty open, and we can just see what happens. I just need their name and their sign or birthday, one of the two.
Okay, excellent. Well, we are going to start with the caller who has been waiting the longest with their hand up. This is caller with the area code 216. You are on the Psychic Inside Show with Talia Kinsey. Hello. Caller 8761, I think we'll come back to you because I think they might have fallen asleep. I think we heard some snoring there. So our next caller is caller area code 917. Hi, you're on the Psychic Inside Show. Hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Haya. And thank you for taking my call. It's wonderful to listen to you. And your, my question is related to a relationship. Like, do you see anyone coming in soon, or me being in a relationship? Anything around that, or whatever you want to tell me, please.
Okay, Haya. What's your sign?
Aquarius.
All right. Give me 1 second, Haya. All right. So this is an issue that really bothers you, and it keeps you up at night. You're kind of lonely, and you're looking for that relationship to come in. I'm seeing that you're kind of in a negative mind state when you're looking for a partner. I do see a partner coming in for you, but it's going to take you to step out and take that leap of faith. It's going to take you to kind of get out of your shell and understand that all relationships are not going to start off as pretty as you like them to, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. You will have a new beginning with someone. I'm seeing like a Capricorn or a Pisces come in, but it's going to be a little bit of a challenging beginning. Like he or she's going to like you more, but you're not going to really see it yet, and they're going to just kind of wear you down, and you're going to be like, dang, this whole time. You know, that type of energy is coming through.
Okay. Yeah, because I just got out of a relationship, and this guy just he blocked me for no reason. I think he'll unblock me again, but I just don't see any future for me and him, basically.
No, not him. This will be someone totally new. Totally new.
Okay.
And get some sleep at night. Do not let this guy keep you up at night.
Yeah.
And no more pity parties.
No more what? Pity parties, yeah.
No.
I mean, what the hell? What happened? Like, can you tell me a little bit about what changed? Because I was there in his house, and I just something was different, and I just didn't understand what happened. And
you said what changed with him?
I mean, what changed? What happened? It wasn't the same anymore for me. I just don't understand, like, what is going on? Is it, like, completely over now because I was with him for so many years, and I felt different the last time I was there. And when I left, I felt different. I don't know. It's just like, what's going on? You know?
It seems like, give me a second, get the cards out. Someone from his past is what's coming up. That's what I'm seeing. Someone from his past. He still sees you as a soulmate energy, but someone from his past has come up.
Yeah, that's true. He has like these two girls that are coming in and out of his life, and one of them is his best friend, and it's like it just keeps coming in and out. I think like it will never like be non-existent.
No.
It's like me coming in and out. You know, it's like them coming in and out.
It's a cycle, and it's never going to resolve itself because this is what he likes. This is what he enjoys, and he sees nothing wrong with what he's doing.
Yeah, and that's okay, but am I going to be one of those cycles? Because I feel like I am doing the same thing that he's doing.
No, you have clearly a new challenging beginning here. Finally, you're going to get the clarity that you need, because in order for you to snap yourself out of this cycle, you have to see it for what it is and understand your worth, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
So you're going to get this. Yes, you're definitely going to get this clarity, and you're going to see this truth in a situation. But you have to see it and keep those rose-colored glasses off so you can continue to see it when he tries to cycle back around to you. Okay?
Yes. Oh, God. I mean, how, Jesus, this is ridiculously crazy. I can't meet anybody else, and this is like, and the last time I was there, I was like, I don't feel this anymore. I'm not feeling it anymore. What the hell?
Yeah. You have to learn to listen to your body and listen to your feelings. You're not feeling it because you know your worth, and you have those rose-colored glasses off. So keep them off. Just promise me, do not put those back on, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
Hi, thank you for calling in the Psychic Inside show this evening. We appreciate your willingness to have your reading on the air. Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, thank you. We have another caller ready to come on the air for a reading. This caller is ending in 62 as the phone number. You are on the Psychic Inside show with Talia Kinsey. Who are we speaking with?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello.
Welcome to this show. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. My name is Terry. How are you doing today?
Hi, Kelly. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right, you have your name?
Yeah, it's Terry with a T.
With a T. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So my question is, do you see a move happening for me by summer?
Okay, I will check. And Terry, what's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. All right. Let's see. Yes, and it will be, a prosperous one. Hold on. Good. Yes, you will be moving. I see it will be very beneficial to you.
Yes.
If you had, yes, very beneficial. If you had anything to do with like any legalities, it's all in your favor. You have no worries about that. Any paperwork that you have to do, mortgages or signing, anything like that, it will go smoothly. This is like a new beginning for you. This is like a fresh new start, and your whole perspective and everything is just changing for the better. So congratulations. This was really beautiful to read right here.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to start looking and keep my eyes open.
Like be excited, because it will be for your best interest. It will be everything that you feel that you're lacking right now, you will get it when you move.
Oh, my gosh, I cannot wait. It felt like the universe was just being down on me. I'm like, why it doesn't happen when I want it to? But I'm going to start forging ahead and looking.
Yeah, because it's a very new, and even I just want to reiterate again, when it comes down to anything legal, you have nothing to worry about, okay?
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. And you know
all
what?
right.
And I'm glad you mentioned legal. Just to let you know, I have a case I'm working on. I'm getting all the paperwork together now. But thank you so much.
Yes, you have no worries. You're so welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. I'll call you back later to let you know how it's going. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thank you so much for asking your question and sharing with us on the show this night. And I'm excited for you. That was beautiful. Okay, so we are working our way right on through the caller bank here. We do have more ahead. So I'm so excited this evening. I love listening to this. This show is great. I get to have fun and listen to all these wonderful messages delivered to people. So thank you, Talia, for doing the on-air reading option. Our next caller is from the 404. You are on the Psychic Inside Show. Who is this, please?
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi. Well, good evening. Thank you. It's delightful. The show's been amazing so far. Can you hear me okay?
You're a little distant, just a little bit distant.
Okay. What about now? Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Okay, I don't have a question, but I'm open to any advice or reading that you may have.
Okay, and what's your name?
Stacy.
Stacy, okay, and your sign?
Libra.
Libra, okay, Stacy the Libra. Give me 1 second. Yes, you're the Libra. Give me 1 second. Okay, so right now I'm seeing you kind of standing up for yourself, standing your grounds. It could be either in regards to your home or a relationship. I see you starting something new coming in, but you have to pay attention to the fine print. You have to pay attention to people that's around you in regards that's wanting to assist you with either this new home or new relationship, because I feel like they're not who they say they are, or a better way of putting it, their face and words aren't matching, if that makes sense. What they're saying isn't matching what you're feeling about that person.
Okay.
But let's see. Are you moving or in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
To both.
Yes,
well,
both.
I'm considering a move. I'm considering a move, and I'm in a relationship.
Okay. So this is new. So what I'm seeing is if you've already been in a relationship, it's not about the relationship. It's in regards to moving. So whenever you, that makes me want to tell you to pay attention to the landlord, that type of energy. If you're doing like, or if you're the mortgage company, if you're buying, but pay attention to that and read all of your paperwork and read the fine print. Because that's something that you're going to need to pay attention to when you do move, okay?
Okay.
And that's all that's really coming in for you. Let's see. Give me one moment. But you do need to move, so don't stay where you are, I would say. Don't stop. Did you say what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said, that's really interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah. I wouldn't stay where I am, where you are. I would go ahead and consider the move, but make sure you do all your researching when you do move. Like, make sure you check the area out. If you have kids, check the schools out and all that. Okay.
Okay.
I can do that. You can do that. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight.
I wish we had more time. I give you a little more insight into offline into what's going on. You hit some key things on the head. That was really good. Thank you.
Me. I know. I can see it. So email me, please, and remind me that you're Stacey the Libra. Okay.
I sure will. Thank you so much.
You're also in the 404, so you can come on out to the elevation station and meet face-to-face for a reading at January 19th. That's my shameless plug. Okay.
Yes, I forgot to say the elevation station. Stacey, come on out.
Yes, I will be there. I am excited. Yay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Stacey, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. Yay. Okay. Team Libra representing this evening.
Yeah.
Sidebar. Do you have a lot of Libra views on the videos on your channel? Because a lot of channels I watch, they say the Libras really do have like the highest number of views generally from month to month.
So it varies. It goes between Pisces, of course. I think because when other Pisces hear that I'm a Pisces, they connect. But it goes between Pisces, Libras, and Virgos on my channel.
Oh, those Virgos, they want to know the specifics, huh?
Yeah, and it varies month to month. It just goes, but it's always usually around those three. That have the highest views.
Well, I think that's cool. We like to know all the possibilities, so tell me something so I have things to consider, So our next caller, yes, that Pisces too. I think Pisces and Libra are like cousins, right? So our next caller we have is from area code 470. You are on the Psychic Inside Show with Talia Kinsey this evening. Welcome to the show. Who are we speaking with?
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. I'm a Pisces too, so I'm just
okay.
Pisces. Talia, you are doing so good. I mean, Lady T, I'm very happy over here, and I have so many questions. I have so many questions, but I'm like, I can't just think of one. So I think I'm gonna do like the other girl. Can you just pull a card for me and let me know? And my name is Oz too. I'm sorry, I'm just talking.
It's okay. All right. Eyes to Pisces. Just what message is available? Okay. Eyes to Pisces. See what we have for you. Okay, so you're at an ending, and with an ending, there's a new beginning. So I'm really feeling that you should let go of, I want to say, control and just flow. You're trying to find something that you want to do, but you're trying to find 5 or 10 things at the same time. So it's right in front of you. Focus on one thing and execute it. And I know you know tarot, so the Death card and the 8 of Cups.
Okay.
Message.
Okay.
I don't know why my earpiece just went out. Sorry. Yeah, I needed to hear that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
Is that all
thank you
needed?
for calling in. It was short and sweet.
I know.
Yes, it came out. It came out, and I'm like, okay. And don't have any fears in regards to your finances.
Okay, that's that. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. I flipped the deck
mind.
over, got the overall energy. It was the 5 of Pentacles. Don't have any fears in regards to your finances. You are okay.
Whew. Okay. I can sleep good tonight.
Okay, good. Get some sleep.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling this evening. Your energy was great. It made me giggle. So thank you for that, and best wishes for you as you go through your transition.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, we've got 2 more people right now who have raised their hand for readings. You are all listening to the Psychic Inside Show, and my guest this evening is Talia Kinsey, also known as Lady T Tarot, and I'm sure you can hear her flipping and flopping those cards in the background as she's doing the readings this evening. So this is great. Okay, we now have a caller. You know, we've got to give it time for the air delay to come through before people hear me. This caller is calling from area code 914. You're on the Psychic Inside Show. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, lovely ladies. My name is Catherine. Pleasure to speak with you this evening, and Happy New Year.
Yay, Happy
Hello.
New Year.
Thank you. I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
Yes. I have a work question, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. There is a Virgo man whose name begins with the letter R. I was wondering if you see him coming aboard my project, please.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so you've been thinking about this for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's kind of gotten you in this mind state, like he's never going to get on my project. He's never going to come over here. Okay, so we're going to stop thinking like that, okay? Because if you think that way, you're in the way of your own self, okay? But he's clearly here. Virgo's clearly here, and you guys may have had conflicts in the past over work, but it's okay. That will be resolved. You won't have to worry about anything. He's just going to be very slow moving towards you to get on this last project. He might get on board at the very last minute, and I feel like it's intentional just to make you sweat a little bit because he knows you want him on your team. That's like a Virgo, right?
Wow.
But, yeah, he'll definitely come aboard. And when, it's just, I really feel like it's going to be very last minute, like right before, everyone's team has to be solidified or the project is almost due, it's getting crunch time. He's definitely coming on board with you. So just stop thinking negatively, okay?
You know what it is, too, is somebody else is presenting it to him, and I'm not used to that. It's usually me making that.
So that's what's keeping you up. Okay, yeah. So don't worry. Whoever's presenting it's going to persuade him to come on your team. He's just going to think about it a little longer than what you probably are used to getting your answers.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. That's a relief.
Yes, no worries. You're good.
Oh, fabulous.
All right. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you both so very much.
Thank you very much, and best wishes to you. Thank you for allowing your question to be on the air this evening.
Yes, thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you. Many blessings. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you. Okay, we are moving right on through. I think we only have one more caller who is holding for a reading. We've got other people who've been tuned in listening this evening, and I just am so appreciative of all the support. And you definitely have followers who have been tuned in and coming from your social media and from your channel, so that is beautiful that they showed up to check you out. So our last caller for a reading here is calling from area code 707. 707 is the area code. You are on the Psychic Inside Show. Who are we talking with this evening?
Hi, yes, this is Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Hello, Valerie.
Hi. I just applied for a position moments ago online, and I want to see if you're seeing an interview and a job offer.
All right, Valerie, what's your sign?
Gemini.
Gemini. Okay, let's see. Well, I see this is a job that you really, really wanted. This is a job of a lifetime, right? Okay, so Valerie, I am seeing an interview, but I'm not seeing the job coming through. And I hate giving news like this. I really do, but I see you getting the interview. But I still see you not getting it getting solidified for you.
Okay. Do you see why that's so, or do you see anything else coming up?
Let's see.
Because there's two positions that's open.
Okay. Say that again.
There's two positions that's open right now.
Okay. So that makes sense. So the one you really want, I don't see that coming through, but you do have a new start here. Let me see what will happen. Your car just flying out. But I see the interview going very well. But there's still some type of sadness here. So if there's 2 positions, I would apply for both of them if you can within the same website.
Well, it's 2 positions, but they're both the same. It's just different hours.
Oh, okay. Because I'm seeing the interview going well, but I'm just not seeing the you getting the job, and I just hate giving bad news like this. But
oh no, that's okay. That's what you see.
I'm just being honest with you. Or if it's not the job, it's not the hours, if that makes sense.
Well, it's both a day shift job, so one's like 32 hours and the other one is 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. Unfortunately, I don't see happiness for you in this situation.
Okay. Well, if you look further down, do you see a position coming up somewhere soon?
I can do that. I can do that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So, yes, I do. It's going to be one that you're going to have to kind of fight for, or when you're interviewing for it, you're going to have to really present yourself and present your credentialings, or when you're filling out the application, pay attention to all the details of it. But I do see you solidifying one. It's just not the one you asked me about.
Okay, and do you see that within the next month or 2? It could be just a different company, maybe.
Yeah, let's see. Because the first one you asked me about, I clearly got interview goes great, but it doesn't pan out. And this one that you just asked me about further down the line, you definitely grab that one. And let's see a time frame for you. One second. Okay, so this will be 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Mhm.
No, that's not bad at all. It's 4 to 6 weeks.
And it's probably a different company.
Yes, for the company that you originally asked me for, I didn't see anything. No, that was a clear no for me. But the second time when we asked, that was a yes.
Okay, well, sounds like I haven't applied for that position yet.
Correct.
Or it hasn't.
If that's the only one that if that's the only one that you applied for, the one you just applied for before talking to me, that was the one that I didn't get I got a clear no on.
Okay.
So if you fill out the other ones, I would continue to fill them out. I wouldn't put all my ducks in one basket on that one.
Oh, no, I never do. I always, yeah. Yeah, I try to, well, if the positions come up, I'll apply for them. So we'll see. I had applied for this company before, and I didn't get the position, but the position keeps coming back up. So whoever they're putting in that position is not working out because that job continues to come back up, and it's up again. I'm like, okay, well, you know, what's going on here? Obviously, the people that you're picking for the position isn't working out.
Sometimes you got to see, is it that or is it the position itself? So it's two different ways you can look at it, you know?
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the information. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay.
All right. You have a great evening.
Thank you. I appreciate you calling the show this evening and asking your question on the air. Thank you so much, and best wishes to you in your search for the right fit.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
All right. That is all that we have in terms of the queue for people who've requested a reading this evening. And I just thank you. This is very affirming for me. Of course, I love being in the connection of spiritual information and divine guidance, and to be having you provide counsel for people who are needing a message of encouragement right now is beautiful to witness and experience myself. So thank you so much, Talia. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I'm like beaming. I feel so good.
Right? Well, do you have any, well, first of all, let me say, so everyone, you need to be able to see where you can connect, and that is ladyttarot@gmail.com. Also on YouTube at Lady T Tarot. Head on over there and join the thousands of subscribers who are already tuned in for her guidance that she is delivering. And don't forget to give positive energy exchange. You know, folks don't realize how much time it does truly take to put readings out for free on YouTube. So anytime you can tip a hat or gift someone with an energy exchange that is out there doing that for us all in YouTube land, please do, you know. And I know that you're doing it because it's like what you're called to do. So, you know, let me first say thank you as a person who watches your readings, that I am appreciative of that as well, because it is a labor of love, but it is labor on some level, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
And for people who are in Atlanta, please do reach out and connect. Like I said, you can connect to book directly on Talia's schedule through my Instagram. If you click the Book Now button under Elevation Station Readers, she's listed, and you can go ahead and secure your reading. The readings are very affordable. It's a special price just for the day of the event, so do click and take that opportunity to go on and get your face-to-face reading. If those of you in the Atlanta area, especially if you're on the south side, come on out and hang out with us. And we've also got vendors who are going to be... Yeah, we got vendors selling crystals and body products and clothing and jewelry and things for your house. And I think we're going to have some food for your body. So it's going to be just a beautiful day. So there's more than just readings, but certainly to connect directly for guidance. If you're in a place where you have some questions, do make a point to schedule. Do you have any, kind of your words of wisdom or last advice before we close up for this evening that you would like to make sure that is known about you and your story and to share with other people?
Okay, so I just want to, first of all, thank you everyone for tuning in. And I just want to tell people to believe in yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself more than you are loving yourself in this moment. Try to love yourself more every day. And just believe in yourself and let go of the fear. And it's unlimited opportunities and unlimited beautiful energy out here. And just operate in the light, and, you know, things will flow to you abundantly.
I'm hugging myself right now, okay? You're a living witness to that in terms of how you are living your life and what you are experiencing. So practicing what you preach and for making a pathway and example for others, thank you so much. So, this has been the Psychic Inside Show, and I'm your host, Joelle. I'm the Viberarian. Now, I will be back on this same blog talk channel on the Viberary Radio Network on Thursday evening. The show starts at 9 instead of 8. You'll find the information about the episode on my Facebook page and Instagram. The Viberarian Show, I get to talk about everything and anything that I want. It's kind of like a cross between Indiana Jones, exploring the unknown, and the X-Files, looking for the truth that's out there. And so this week my guest is actually Mediwa, who is the owner of Golden Era Creations. And Mediwa is so wise, and she is a master craftsman at making orgonite or saw orgon energy devices. I love orgonite. It's made in a special process that involves crystals and metal and resin in this kind of patented formula, and she makes beautiful devices that you wear on your body or put in your home that bring this orgon energy into your structure to help balance you out. So she will be on, and we are going to be talking about exactly what this energetic device is, how it's made. We're going to talk crystals and how to ground yourself and just all things energy. So that will be 9 o'clock on this same Blog Talk channel on Thursday evening. And then next week on the Psychic Inside Show, my guest is going to be Imani, the Empress of Cups. And this is a beautiful sister who is going to be talking about her pathway and journey and how she has connected with ancestral energies in terms of bringing forth her psychic gifts and abilities. So another opportunity to have a fascinating conversation and story with people who are striving every day to live in their honest truth and embrace everything about themselves. As always, I am wishing you a week that is filled with so many blessings, that those blessings just spill out of your arms and scatter around you to those that are near and far and encounter you. Abundance of blessings, abundance of joy, abundance of love. To each of you, the light in me absolutely honors the light in you. Namaste.